fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about what I've seen as the recent rise of jokes cracked on crochet hair. We're going to be talking about some of people's laughter when it comes to crochet hair, some of the myths that people have when it comes to crochet hair, and why I feel like crochet hair needs to get the love and support that it requires. Now, what's prompting me to make this video? Now, I talked about this extensively in 2021, maybe not extensively, but I mentioned it a few times. I showed the screenshot a few times, but I watched Real Housewives of Potomac. Miss Dorothy, Candace's mom, came on a few episodes with some crochet hair. And I watch a lot of commentary channels who do commentary on reality TV shows. I just love it. It's my pastime. If I'm taking a shower, I'll connect my Bluetooth and I'll listen to kind of just conversations. It's like talking by the water cooler with your friends. So like Ashley Miller, It's Rock, Spondy Blue, Kempire, so many. And I can't remember the exact one who said it, but when Miss Dorothy came on that screen with that crochet hair, they had some laughs. They was like, people still wear crochet? What is this? Miss Dorothy got all this money and she coming on the screen with this crochet hair. As I sat there with my crochet hair in, I was like, so it's funny. This is funny. I mean, it's a jarring. I noticed it myself. But then also, most recently, I was on TikTok, one of my favorite apps to kill time and procrastinate on. And I saw this video. I'll start it right now.
It is so bad, I want to give you a 0. But that's not possible. So I give you a 1.
And I read the comments, and there were so many comments. There's over 50,000, I believe, likes on this. Very, very many views on this as well. And a lot of comments from people who were like, see, that's why I'm happy my mama never let me do this. Oh my God, crochet. Who wears crochet? Ugh, the crochet. Crochet. And there were some supporters in there too. Don't get me wrong. That comment section had about, I'd say 50-50. There were people who, they were just like, you had the wrong person install it, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, why people coming from crochet hair? Something I based my whole channel on. Why y'all coming for it? Because I don't see y'all coming for micro links, tape in, silk presses, wash and goes. Why does crochet hair get all this slander? And I'm going to get into why I feel like it gets all the heat, but I'm also going to come with some definite pros or definite things that I feel like people are not seeing when it comes to crochet hair. Now, the first reason why I feel like it gets the slander and the jokes that it does get is because sometimes the installation is wrong. Not everyone can install crochet hair. Not everyone should install crochet hair. And sometimes the install looks a little janky. It looks a little janky. We've all been there. We've had a hairstyle, whether it be crochet or not, that just did not look good, and we continued to wear it. Wearing it out, people see it and they get this misconception of that's what all crochet hair looks like. I'm not going to be caught with that. Whatever that mess is, I don't want it. The wrong installation sometimes gives crochet hair a lot of flack, a lot of heat. But what people need to realize is there's a lot of great installers, a lot of great installations. I follow so many people on Instagram. I love so many people's work who I see who do fantastic jobs. I also follow some people in a Facebook group who I've seen not do what I would consider fantastic jobs, but I never want to crap on anybody else's work. But I'm like, I wouldn't personally go to them, but I know so many other people who I would go to. So I think some of the heat comes from the installation of crochet hair, and some people have some views on it where I do feel like maybe it doesn't look right, but go to the right person, get that install in. We're going to be creating good names for crochet hair out here in these streets. And the next thing goes with leaving it in too long. I think that's where a lot of people find joy in laughing at crochet hair, is that they'll see a crochet hair on its 7th week and think that is what all crochet hair looks like. Just like you'll find people who wear braids for a little bit too long. They at month 4 with some box braids. They at month 4 with some hair that maybe should have came out maybe about 2 months prior, a month prior. Should have came out a little bit sooner, but they see it on that last day. But the thing about it is people don't give box braids that same heat. Like if they see box braids that are left in for too long and people should have taken them out sooner, people just assume that person got something going on in their life that prevented them from taking it out sooner. That's a them thing. My box braids ain't gonna look like that. My jumbo twist ain't gonna look like that. My Senegalese twist ain't gonna look like what they got going on, because I'm gonna take it out on time. But crochet hair, when somebody sees a hair left in too long, then they think that's that's what it always looks like, because they didn't see you on day 1. They see you at month 4 with hair that you should have taken out a little sooner. And so they come up with it in their mind. That's what all crochet hair looks like. Everybody wears their crochet hair. It's looking stale. It's looking old. I don't want it. Y'all need to be aware. Don't let the couple of people who wore their hair for too long, because you don't know what they got going on. Sometimes I've worn a hair that I should have taken out a little bit sooner. In 2022, I'm going to be better at that, because I feel like, who read me? Somebody read me in my family. And they were like, do you think that sometimes maybe you wearing a hair that you don't feel comfortable in? So like, for example, I wore that, what's that hair I wore last? I'm having a brain fart moment. Oh, Bobbi Boss Go-Go Curl. Bobbi Boss Go-Go Curl. I wore that hair because I just got too lazy to take it out. I should have taken it out sooner. It just didn't look well. But they were like, what if you walk past your potential spouse and you wasn't looking good in your hair and you didn't feel confident? When I don't look good in the hair, I do not carry myself confidently with that hair. If it looks like a rat's nest on my head, I don't walk around like, I got my head on high, looking like a hot mess. No. I walk with slump. Please don't run into nobody. They were like, well, what if you wore hair that, you felt confident in, like the day 1 that you wore Bobbi Boss Go-Go Curl is not the day 35 that you wore the Bobbi Boss Go-Go Curl. And what if you met your husband day 33, girl? No ma'am. Your confidence ain't there. So I'm going to do better in 2022 about taking the hair out at a point when it ain't working for me no more. But some people wear it past that point, and that's totally fine. But it should not get the bad rep that it does sometimes for being like, oh, this synthetic hair, this isn't looking good, blah, 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 blah. We shouldn't get this rep just for a few people who might leave their hair in for a little too long. Another reason why I feel like it gets all this heat is because of the knotting situation. Again, that's what Miss Dorothy's situation. I feel like if we hadn't been able to see the knots like we saw in her looks, I think that it wouldn't have gotten all the memes. I saw it also on Instagram too, not just the commenter that I saw and I follow. And the pictures that I snagged are not pictures I Googled. These are pictures that other people had posted on Instagram that were like, crochet, what is this? Like, I think the knotting sometimes gives it a bad rep. But I will say there are people who like this look, and they shouldn't change it just because people find it funny or find it hilarious. There are people who go into a salon and do not care about the knots. This is not an attack on people who do not care about the knots. If this look, you see no problem with it right now, go for that look. But I know for a lot of people outwardly looking in, the trend is for naturalness. Even when people have in their tape-ins, their micro-links, their silk press, their hair out, whatever style they have, they want it to look natural. Even though everybody knows when somebody's wearing a wig. Everybody knows when somebody got a sew-in in for the most part. If it's depending on the sew-in. People know when somebody's not wearing their hair. But people love the, oh, this my hair. You can't tell me it's not my hair. But when people have these knots, people feel like, oh, well, that's obviously fake. And I don't want an obviously fake look. I need people to understand not all knots are created equally. There are people who do such phenomenal blending, I'm going to insert some clips right now from some creators who I know they get busy with the blend on their hair and they make it look so natural and so realistic that Dorothy knot situation is just a joke. So I think too many people see the Miss Dorothy thing on a national platform, but they don't see enough of the sleek, the blend that can go with an invisible knot, or even if you leave a little bit of hair out. One of my most recent hair, 2 hair ago, I left hair out. You could not tell me that wasn't my real hair. I was getting compliments from people who did not know that was crochet. Did not know. Crochet is not all created equally. And then other issue that sometimes I feel like this TikTok is hitting on it, but I've seen it. I'm going to use this picture as an example. This is a beautiful little child. This is a beautiful little girl. It's not really about her in this, but it's about the hair. There are people who have small faces. So imagine this child is like 18, 20, but still has a small face but a lot of hair. People sometimes do not like crochet hair because they feel like it's too much hair. They make jokes about it because, like this TikTok, I feel like it's not the look, or maybe she was making fun of the look as it is. I don't know what the joke was in this. There was no context behind this joke, but I'm assuming it's because people have smaller faces and sometimes they do big, chunky braids, Senegalese twists, even loose hair. They do it too big, whereas your face is slender, the hair is big, and it's looking like a joke. Again, on the flip side, understanding that that's one particular person's look. That is not crochet hair it's not a monolith. Crochet hair is not a monolith. You can have it flat to your face, close to the chest, keep it tight in, or you can go big. There's nothing wrong with going big or going home. I like big hair a lot. I get told so many times that I use too much hair, you use too much hair. I get it, but I like the look. Again, crochet hair is about finding what you like. You're the one wearing your hair. You're the one who has to feel comfortable in it. If you do feel comfortable in a certain style, you do it. And the final thing, the final reason why I feel like it gets the jokes it does is I feel like my generation's mindset is so backwards when it comes to things. And this comes in many different forms when it comes to every aspect in life. Financially, home buying, career-wise. My generation's mindset, we right on some things, but sometimes we be totally wrong on some things. And I think where we are wrong is sometimes that we feel like the more expensive something is, that's the better thing. That's the better option. For example, like tape-ins, $500 plus styles, microlinks, so growing right now, sew-ins, wigs, especially human hair wigs, those are more expensive, so those are the better things. So I'm going to spend my last to get that look as opposed to maybe choosing something a little bit more affordable like crochet hair and crochet hairstyles and saving my coin and still looking good in that. People go with the trend. My generation is very trend heavy. We see Beyonce do this. We see these people that we've created these parasocial relationships with do this, so therefore that's the style that we want. Whether or not we thought it looked good, our mind is telling us it looks good because this XYZ celebrity or influencer or content creator wore that, so that is the style, so therefore that's what I'm going to wear. Our mindset, it's the generation. I love my generation, but we can be backwards on a lot of things. And I think we're backwards on this. That's why I feel like, you guys, I've shown my demographic. My demographic and my audience is the generation ahead of me. 60% of my audience is 35 plus. So 35 plus is the majority of my audience. A lot of times crochet hair is seen as an older person style. That's an older person style. Young person style is a different style. Older person style is crochet hair. That's my generation's mindset. So that's why I think they come with the jokes and they come with the fire. They say Miss Dorothy's age group, nobody in their 20s should be wearing crochet hair. That's what they think. But I started my channel when I was 26. And I feel like it saved me so much money. I've saved more than a lot of my peers who spend the coinage on all these styles to keep up with the Joneses. I saved a lot more money in my crochet hair bag, and I just wish more of my generation was hip to this. I still have looked age appropriate. It hasn't aged me plus. I look very age appropriate and sexy. I mean, I look bad. I look bad, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. And a lot of my styles, they sleep. I wish they would wake up. So that is today's video. Today's video was addressing the jokes, but telling you it's not a joke, sweet pea. This ain't a joke. This is a style that people are sleeping on, and they could be really out here saving some coin, but still looking good at the same time. But just spend your $800 on your micro links. Spend your $800 on your tape ins. Do that. Spend your $100 on this silk press, honey. It's a cute style, but this ain't realistically something I would want to do every day, nor can I. Child, I'm sitting over here sweating it out as I speak, child. Hair done got poof over me filming. It didn't even look at videos from me from just a few days ago. I filmed this just a few days ago. Again, costly, but not consistent in the same way that crochet hair can be consistent and not costly. But give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't enjoy it. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, so give it a big thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss anything that I do over here on this platform, and make sure that you're following me on Instagram at LeeLavon89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
The way you back it up, the way you boss in the place, nah.